Why you can't connect with others? What does it mean to be human? Some may point to our intellect and ingenuity, but arguably, our most defining feature is our innate drive to connect. We are social beings to our very core. Yet today, many walk through life separated by cold barriers of isolation. Why, in a world brimming with billions of fellow humans, do so many struggle to form profound bonds? The problem may not be those around you, but the walls within. Your yearning spirit may be blocked by layers of mistrust, judgment, and emotional armor built up over a lifetime. If you want to know what causes loneliness and how to fix it, then I would recommend you to watch my other video titled What Causes Loneliness and How to Fix It. The link is in the description below. Now, let's explore why you can't connect with others. If you've ever felt stranded alone, adrift in a sea of superficial interactions, this message is for you. Let's begin dissolving the illusions dividing us from the connections we crave. The roots of emotional unavailability. Have you ever struggled to articulate your innermost feelings, felt unable to be present with others' emotional needs? This tendency to close off is called emotional unavailability. Its roots often originate in childhood. Picture a child raised in a chaotic household, devoid of nurturing. The very emotions needed to form secure bonds were trampled over. Into adulthood, this child reflexively blocks out vulnerability to shield against further hurt, but their fortress of isolation cuts them off from meaningful connection. Healing begins by relinquishing the illusion of control over emotions. Let go of excessive judgment and suppression. Emotions are like the weather, ever-changing, impossible to eliminate. Instead, foster mindful acceptance through regular check-ins. Set aside 15 minutes each morning to notice your feelings. How does your body feel right now? What emotions arise? Opening your heart to your own complex inner world illuminates the way to empathizing with others. Recognize the mutual longing in each human heart to be heard, understood, embraced. With practice, emotional presence will bloom naturally. You'll trade the barren desert of isolation for an oasis of mutual understanding. Conquering the hypercritical mind. When a friend disappoints you, do you write them off as untrustworthy? This hyper-focus on flaws blocks connection from growing. A budding relationship is like a fragile shoot. Scrutinize its imperfections too harshly, and it will wither away. But offer gentle care, and the bond will mature into a sturdy oak. Past betrayals program our minds to seek negatives, a primal defense to avoid further hurt. But these shields also divide us from worthy companionship. Next time you judge someone, pause. Ask what unmet need or inner hurt might explain their actions. With compassion, perceived flaws often reveal wounds in need of care. Picture a friend chronically breaking plans. Rather than label them as inconsiderate, recognize their loneliness. Extend the patience you'd hope to receive. To forge bonds, embrace the messy totality of another, thorns and all. Flaws often expose where healing is needed most. Focus on nurturing potential, not condemning faults. As the saying goes, friendship isn't about finding the perfect person, but seeing an imperfect person perfectly. Recognizing shared humanity dissolves judgment into compassion. The courage to forgive. When someone hurts you, forgiveness can feel impossible. Anger and resentment entrench walls between two hearts. But with courage, a rift can transform into the bond's strongest root. Forgiveness does not require reconciling with abuse or toxicity. Some acts violate sacred personal boundaries. Cut ties when needed to uphold your dignity. But for many wounds, holding on to bitterness poisons the soul. Granting mercy untwists resentment's thorns, opening space for healing to blossom. Picture a friend thoughtlessly spreading a harmful rumor about you. Their foolishness caused deep hurt, fracturing trust. Months pass bitterly estranged. One day, you receive a letter owning their mistake with remorse and asking for reconciliation. After reflection, you respond expressing hurt while offering grace. Tentative meetings follow, slowly building understanding. A firmer friendship emerges, grounded in hard-earned wisdom about conflict resolution. Your bond's depth now exceeds its height before the crisis. When both parties seek growth, rifts cracked open often become sacred spaces where intimacies take root. Forgiveness nourishes bonds once choked by bitterness. Unveiling the authentic self. Have you ever felt unable to fully be yourself around others? Suppressing identity estranges us from potential soulmates. Revealing your essence is like exposing a hidden aquifer. At first, only a trickle of vulnerability may spill out. But as underground channels widen, soon rivers of expression will flow freely. Begin by identifying passions and quirks you hide from others. Share these subtly, at first through art, clothing, or music tastes. Seek those who appreciate these genuine glimpses. Gradually open up about beliefs, dreams, and whimsical sides. Resistance signals a mismatch, but acceptance invites greater boldness. Nurture friendships where you feel at home in your own skin. Here, your oddest urges and most vulnerable struggles are met with warm understanding, not judgment. Let down your filters with worthy confidants. Their support will inspire you to turn inward and honor all facets of your identity, light and shadow alike. As your roots intertwine and true nature unfolds, you'll bloom into vibrant community. Authentic bonds come not from hiding, but courageous self-revelation. The path to profound connection begins within. By melting the inner barriers of mistrust and judgment, we tune into our shared humanity. In each heart lies common ground, hopes and longings, cloaked in different garb. When we lift the veil with radical compassion, bonds flourish. So reach out across divides, rigid with fear. Relate to the tender humanity within even the most callous souls. And slowly, steadily, isolated islands give way to archipelagos. Until finally, hands clasp hands, and we all walk as one.